Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Daily English Talks. I'm Mia, and today we're going to talk about something truly powerful: your morning routine. But not just any routine, a morning study routine that can completely transform how you learn English every single day. Whether you're just starting your English journey or already on your way to fluency, this one habit can make your progress faster, more natural, and more enjoyable. When you wake up in the morning, your mind is clear, your focus is sharp, and your energy hasn't yet been consumed by the world around you. That's why studying English in the morning is one of the most effective ways to train your brain to think in English naturally. Morning is the time when your brain can absorb new words, new patterns, and new sounds with greater ease. So today, I'll take you through a full, step-by-step English morning routine that you can follow every day. And together, we'll practice speaking, listening, and thinking in English through real examples. Let's start by imagining your morning. You wake up, take a deep breath, and say to yourself quietly, "Good morning." Now try saying it again, but with a smile. "Good morning." Feel how the sound flows out of your mouth smoothly. This is the very first step of your English morning routine: greeting yourself in English. It might sound simple, but starting your day in English builds a mental switch inside your brain. It tells your mind, "Now we are in English mode." Repeat after me slowly. Good morning. Today is a new day. I'm ready to learn something new. Again. Good morning. Today is a new day. I'm ready to learn something new. Each time you say this, feel the rhythm, the emotion, the connection between your words and your thoughts. Now imagine you're walking to the kitchen to make your breakfast. This is your next opportunity to practice. Speak out loud everything you see or do. For example, I'm pouring water into the glass. I'm making coffee. The water is hot. The coffee smells nice. This simple description exercise is a powerful way to connect English to your real life. You're not memorizing vocabulary. You're living it. Let's practice together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat after me with a short pause. Ready? I'm brushing my teeth. Pause. I'm washing my face. Pause. I'm opening the window. Pause. I'm looking outside. Pause. It's a beautiful morning. Pause. Do you feel that gentle flow? This type of speaking practice makes English a part of your natural rhythm. You start thinking directly in English without translating. Now, as you sit down for breakfast, I want you to take one more step: gratitude practice in English. Gratitude helps you think positively and express feelings in natural English sentences. Try saying this: I'm thankful for this new day. I'm thankful for my food. I'm thankful for the chance to learn English today. Simple but powerful sentences like these not only improve your English fluency, but also your emotional connection to the language. Let's practice again together. Repeat after me slowly, with pauses. I'm thankful for my morning coffee. Pause. I'm thankful for the sunlight. Pause. I'm thankful for my family. Pause. I'm thankful for my English practice. Pause. Now, after you've had breakfast, it's time for focused study. The best part about morning study is that your attention span is high. You don't need to study for hours. Even 30 to 45 minutes of focused English can make a huge difference. Start by listening to something simple. Maybe a short English podcast, a video, or even a story. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Focus on catching the rhythm of English, the melody of real speech. Here's a mini listening shadowing exercise you can do every morning. I'll read a few simple sentences. Your job is to listen carefully first, then repeat them after me. Ready? It's early morning. Pause. The birds are singing. Pause. The sky is clear. Pause. I feel calm and focused. Pause. Now again, but a little faster. It's early morning. The birds are singing. The sky is clear. I feel calm and focused. Good. By repeating full sentences, you train your mouth and your ears to work together. This helps you sound more fluent and natural. If you have a notebook, take a few minutes to write what you just said. Write, it's early morning. The birds are singing. The sky is clear. I feel calm and focused. Writing after speaking helps you connect pronunciation with spelling and grammar automatically. Let's talk about reading practice now. Morning reading in English doesn't have to be long or complicated. It can be as simple as reading a short English article, a story, or even English quotes. The goal is not to read fast, but to read mindfully, slowly, so that your brain has time to absorb each phrase. Here's a little reading practice for you. Listen first, then shadow my voice. Every morning is a new beginning. Pause. Each sunrise brings a chance to grow. Pause. Learning English is a journey, not a race. Pause. Small steps every day lead to big progress. Pause. Now think about what those sentences mean. They're not just words. They're reminders that your English growth happens little by little. One sentence, one phrase, one morning at a time. Let's turn this into a speaking reflection practice. I'll guide you with prompts, and you'll speak your own answers out loud. Don't worry about mistakes. Just express yourself naturally. Question 1. How do you feel this morning? Pause. Try answering, I feel, and continue in English. Question 2. What's one thing you're grateful for today? Pause. Say it out loud. I'm grateful for. Question 3. What is your English goal for today? Pause. Maybe you'll say, my goal is to learn 5 new words. Or, my goal is to practice speaking for 10 minutes. The point is to make your English morning routine personal. It's your time to connect with your goals and your voice. Now, let's add vocabulary learning to your morning, but in a smarter way. Instead of memorizing random lists, learn words through daily situations. For example, when you make your breakfast, you can learn these words: boil, pour, slice, spread, stir, taste, smell, crunchy, soft, delicious. Try using them in sentences. Let's practice together. I'm boiling water for tea. Pause. I'm spreading butter on the bread. Pause. The toast smells delicious. Pause. The coffee tastes strong. Pause. Notice how each word becomes easier when you use it in your real morning life. This is how natural vocabulary building works, through context and repetition, not memorization. Let's take a short pronunciation practice moment. I'll say a few morning phrases slowly. Focus on the sounds and rhythm. Good morning, how are you today? Pause. Did you sleep well? Pause. Let's start the day with a smile. Pause. I'm feeling fresh and ready. Pause. Now repeat the whole sequence smoothly. Good morning, how are you today? Did you sleep well? Let's start the day with a smile. I'm feeling fresh and ready. Excellent. Next comes listening thinking practice. Take a few seconds to listen carefully to this short story and try to visualize it in your mind. It's 7 in the morning. Mia wakes up and opens her window. A cool breeze enters the room. She smiles and says, "It's a beautiful day to learn English." She takes her notebook, writes today's date, and starts reading a short passage about morning habits. As she reads, she repeats the sentences out loud. Her mind feels calm, and her pronunciation becomes clearer with each line. Now let's repeat a few parts of the story together for shadowing practice. Mia wakes up and opens her window. Pause. A cool breeze enters the room. Pause. She smiles and says, "It's a beautiful day to learn English." Pause. This technique, where you listen and repeat immediately, trains your pronunciation and rhythm better than any grammar book. Let's do another short speaking exercise called Describe Your Morning. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about your real morning, and now describe it in English. For example, I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth. I made coffee. I checked my phone. I opened the window. I felt the sunlight. I started studying English. You can replace these actions with your own. The important thing is to speak continuously in English for 1 minute without translating. If you need help, I'll guide you slowly. I woke up at pause. Then I pause. After that, I pause. Finally, I pause. Practice this every morning, and soon you'll start narrating your whole day in English naturally. Now, let's take a few seconds for a short morning affirmation practice. Repeat after me. I can learn English. Pause. I'm improving every day. Pause. My English sounds clearer and more natural. Pause. I believe in myself. Pause. Affirmations like these might seem simple, but they shape your mindset and build confidence, which is just as important as grammar or vocabulary. Finally, let's end this first part of your English morning routine with a little self-reflection. I'll ask you 3 final questions to think about silently or speak out loud in English. What did I learn today? Pause. What was easy for me? Pause. What was a little difficult? Pause. By reflecting like this, you become more aware of your learning progress and stay motivated for the next day. So, if you've completed this morning session with me, you've already practiced listening, speaking, reading, writing, pronunciation, and thinking in English, all in just one calm routine. And that's how powerful a morning English study session can be. Take a deep breath, smile, and tell yourself, I did it. I studied English this morning. That's how confidence grows. One morning, one step, one English moment at a time. When your morning study routine becomes a habit, your English starts to grow quietly, almost without effort. You'll notice that simple phrases begin to flow from your mouth more easily. You'll find yourself thinking in English without stopping to translate. That's because your brain learns best through regular rhythm and repetition. The morning gives you that rhythm, the stillness, the clarity, and the power to focus only on your growth. Let's take that energy and move deeper into your practice. Imagine you've finished your first cup of tea or coffee. Now it's time for focused English listening. Find a quiet corner, take a deep breath, and prepare to train your ears. Listening is the foundation of fluency. When you understand naturally, speaking follows automatically. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this short English story. It's 7:30 in the morning. The city is slowly waking up. Buses are moving, people are walking. The smell of fresh bread fills the air. A young student sits by the window, headphones on, repeating softly after a voice, practicing English sounds before the day begins. Now listen again and repeat each line slowly with me. The city is slowly waking up. Pause. Buses are moving. Pause. People are walking. Pause. The smell of fresh bread fills the air. Pause. A young student sits by the window, headphones on, repeating softly after a voice. Pause. This practice connects imagination with sound. When you visualize as you repeat, you remember better. Next, let's focus on pronunciation. Many English learners worry about their accent, but the truth is, clarity matters more than perfection. The secret is to train your mouth muscles gently every morning. Try these soft pronunciation stretches with me. Say it slowly, like a morning song. Think, thing, thumb, pause. 3, through, throw, pause. Breathe, breath, brother, pause. Ship, sheep, cheap, chip, pause. Each sound teaches your tongue and lips to move in new ways. Repeat them softly 3 times. Smile while speaking. It relaxes your face and improves your sound naturally. Now we'll combine pronunciation with meaning through mini dialogues you can use in real life. Repeat after me. Good morning, how are you today? Pause. I'm fine, thank you. How about you? Pause. I'm feeling great. I just finished my morning English practice. Pause. Do it again, but this time imagine you're really talking to someone. Feel the tone, the warmth in your voice. Good morning, how are you today? I'm fine, thank you. How about you? I'm feeling great. I just finished my morning English practice. Excellent. That's what we call active visualization, speaking as if the situation is real. Now let's bring in a short vocabulary expansion practice. Every morning, choose 5 simple actions you do daily and describe them in English. For example, wake up, stretch, wash, eat, walk. Let's create short sentences together. I wake up early. Pause. I stretch my arms. Pause. I wash my face. Pause. I eat breakfast. Pause. I walk to work. Pause. Now expand them slightly. I wake up early to start my English practice. Pause. I stretch my arms and take a deep breath. Pause. I wash my face with cold water to feel fresh. Pause. I eat breakfast while listening to English audio. Pause. I walk to work and repeat new words in my mind. Pause. Each small addition helps your brain form more complex sentences naturally. That's how you grow from beginner to intermediate. Not by memorizing grammar rules, but by expanding small ideas every morning. Let's try an emotional expression practice now. Sometimes English learners speak correctly, but sound flat because emotion is missing. The morning is the best time to practice emotional tone. It sets your energy for the day. Say these sentences with feeling. I'm happy to learn English today. Pause. I feel calm and focused. Pause. I'm excited for the day ahead. Pause. I believe I can do better today than yesterday. Pause. Now repeat again, but this time, slow down and put your emotion into the words. I'm happy to learn English today. Pause. Feel that? When your heart connects with your voice, your English becomes alive. Next, let's do a quick listening response exercise. I'll say a short sentence, and you answer naturally in English. Don't think too much, just reply. I say, good morning. You say, good morning. I say, did you sleep well? You say, yes, I did, thank you. I say, what are you doing today? You say, I'm studying English this morning. I say, that's great, how do you feel? You say, I feel good and ready to learn. This kind of call and response training improves your reaction speed in English conversations. It teaches you to think quickly and speak without fear. Now let's talk about motivation. Sometimes you wake up tired or distracted. On those mornings, your English practice feels heavy. But remember, consistency is more important than perfection. Even 5 minutes of English in the morning is better than none. Imagine watering a small plant every day. At first, you don't see change, but slowly it grows strong roots. That's how your English grows too. Take this moment to repeat after me some motivational lines for your study routine. I can improve if I keep going. Pause. Every small effort counts. Pause. I'm becoming more confident in English. Pause. Learning English is my daily habit. Pause. Let's turn that motivation into spoken reflection practice. Answer these softly in English. What time do you usually wake up? Pause. Do you prefer to study English in the morning or at night? Pause. What's one thing you can change in your morning to make it more productive? Pause. When you answer these aloud, even to yourself, you strengthen your ability to form opinions in English, an important step toward fluency. Now, we'll focus on gentle reading aloud practice. I'll give you a short paragraph, and you'll read it slowly after me. Every morning brings a new chance to learn. When I open my notebook, I feel hope. Each word I write is a small seed. With time, these seeds grow into confidence and fluency. I don't rush, I just keep going, one page at a time. Now, your turn. Read it out loud, phrase by phrase. Feel the rhythm of each sentence, like breathing. Morning reading aloud improves pronunciation, memory, and emotional connection with English. It's one of the most effective tools you can add to your daily routine. Next, let's move to comprehension practice. I'll tell you a short morning story, and afterward you'll answer a few questions aloud. Emma wakes up early every day. She makes her bed and opens the curtains. The morning light fills her room. She listens to a short English podcast while preparing breakfast. After eating, she spends 10 minutes writing about her plans for the day in English. Then she reviews 5 new words from yesterday. Now, answer in English. What does Emma do first in the morning? Pause. She makes her bed. Pause. What does she listen to? Pause. She listens to a short English podcast. Pause. How long does she write for? Pause. She writes for 10 minutes. Pause. Simple comprehension exercises like this strengthen both understanding and speaking ability. Let's practice sentence transformation now. A great exercise to make your grammar natural. I'll say a simple sentence, and you change it slightly in your mind. I say, I drink tea. You change, I'm drinking tea. I say, I study English. You change, I'm studying English every morning. I say, I feel tired. You change, I'm feeling a little tired this morning. I say, I watch videos. You change, I'm watching English videos to improve. This helps your brain recognize patterns and use tenses naturally. Now take a minute to breathe deeply. Feel calm and focused. Your morning English routine isn't just about language, it's about self-discipline and peace of mind. When you study every morning, you begin your day with progress, and that feeling stays with you. Let's do a mini writing speaking exercise to end this session. Think about your ideal morning routine and describe it aloud. For example, I wake up early, I listen to soft English music, I stretch my body, I read one English paragraph, I write 3 new sentences in my notebook, I feel ready for the day. You can modify this with your own details. The key is to make it real, simple, and repeatable. Before we finish this section, repeat these daily commitment lines slowly after me. Every morning, I give a few minutes to English. Pause. My consistency will make me fluent. Pause. I'm patient with my progress. Pause. Each day, I'm closer to speaking naturally. Pause. You've done amazing work so far. Remember, your morning routine doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be regular and mindful. Even listening to this voice and repeating along with it every morning will train your brain to stay in English mode throughout the day. So now smile gently, take a slow deep breath, and whisper to yourself, I'm doing great. I'm improving every day. Because you are, and the journey has just begun. When you wake up and start your morning English routine again, remember that the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be consistent. The small moments of practice you collect every morning will soon become your greatest strength. Every sentence you repeat, every sound you hear, every word you write, they all become a part of you. That's how language lives inside you. Slowly, silently, beautifully. Let's begin this new morning with gentle speech practice. Take a deep breath and repeat softly after me. This morning, I'm feeling calm. Pause. I'm ready to learn. Pause. English is becoming easier for me every day. Pause. I enjoy learning something new each morning. Pause. Feel the rhythm of these sentences as you speak. The slow pace helps your tongue move naturally. Don't rush. Let the sound travel smoothly, like waves of calm air. Now, let's practice listening and understanding short daily dialogues that you might hear in real life. I'll read a small morning conversation, and after each line, you can repeat it and try to imagine the situation clearly in your mind. Good morning, did you sleep well? Pause. Yes, I did, thank you. How about you? Pause. I'm fine. It's such a nice morning today. Pause. Yes, the sun is shining. It feels good to start the day early. Pause. Are you studying English this morning? Pause. Yes, I am. I'm trying to make it my daily habit. Pause. That's wonderful. Keep it up. Pause. Now close your eyes for a second and picture this small scene. 2 friends meeting in the morning, smiling, encouraging each other. That's how English becomes alive, through real-world imagination and gentle repetition. Next, we'll focus on describing your surroundings. This activity helps you expand your vocabulary naturally without memorizing long lists. Look around your room right now and try to say what you see in English. For example, the curtains are open, the light is soft, the table is clean, my notebook is on the desk. Now repeat after me to practice structure and flow. The window is open. Pause. The sky looks blue. Pause. There's a cup on the table. Pause. The air feels fresh. Pause. My pen is next to my notebook. Pause. When you describe your real environment in English, you begin to think in English automatically. You stop translating. You start seeing the world through English words. That's one of the biggest goals of your morning routine. Let's add a small vocabulary expansion exercise now. I'll say a few words related to the morning, and you'll try to make sentences with each one in your mind. Ready? Word 1, sunlight. Sentence, sunlight is coming through the window. Word 2, silence. Sentence, I love the silence of the early morning. Word 3, breeze. Sentence, a soft breeze touches my face. Word 4, routine. Sentence, I'm building my morning English routine. Word 5, focus. Sentence, I feel focused when I study early. Now try creating your own sentences using those same words, but in different ways. It doesn't matter if they're short or simple. What matters is that you connect sound with meaning. Let's practice something new now. Morning reflections. It's like a small conversation with yourself in English, spoken softly to begin the day with awareness. I'll guide you with prompts. What time did you wake up today? Pause. Did you feel sleepy or fresh? Pause. What is one English word you remember from yesterday? Pause. What is one thing you want to learn today? Pause. Answer in English naturally, even if it's simple. For example, I woke up at 7. I felt a little sleepy. I remember the word focus from yesterday. Today, I want to learn 5 new expressions. This short activity connects your memory, speaking, and self-motivation, all in one gentle moment. Now we'll move to rhythm training, which helps you sound fluent and natural. English has a music of its own, and you can train your ears to catch it. Let's practice with a few rhythmic lines. Say it with me slowly first. Wake up, breathe in, learn something new. Pause. Speak softly, listen carefully, smile often. Pause. Repeat daily, grow steadily, stay confident. Pause. Now try to say them again smoothly, feeling the rhythm as if you were singing without melody. This helps your voice become flexible and your speaking flow become natural. Let's continue with a short reading shadowing practice to connect reading and speaking. I open my notebook each morning. The first thing I write is one English sentence. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's new. But each sentence I write makes my English stronger. I don't worry about mistakes. I just keep writing. Because small daily effort creates big change. Now repeat after me, line by line. I open my notebook each morning. Pause. The first thing I write is one English sentence. Pause. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's new. Pause. But each sentence I write makes my English stronger. Pause. I don't worry about mistakes. I just keep writing. Pause. Because small daily effort creates big change. Pause. Writing one sentence every morning might sound easy, but when you do it every day for a month, you'll have written 30 sentences. 30 pieces of progress that belong only to you. Now, let's practice pronunciation through gentle repetition of morning words. Follow the sound of my voice and focus on mouth movement. Morning, moment, memory, melody. Pause, study, steady, story, start. Pause, clear, clean, calm, kind. Pause. These word families train your ears to notice patterns in English sounds. Try to feel the difference between long and short vowels, between voiced and unvoiced consonants. This subtle awareness builds natural pronunciation over time. Next, let's do a creative speaking exercise called Describe Your Dream Morning. Close your eyes, imagine your perfect English learning morning, and start describing it aloud. For example, I wake up early near the sound of birds. I sit by the window with my notebook. I listen to a calm English voice guiding me through practice. I write my thoughts in English and feel peaceful. You can add anything you wish. Maybe your dream morning includes learning outside, walking in the garden, or reading a book in English while the sun rises. The more you visualize it, the more motivated your mind becomes to make it real. Now let's move to listening comprehension practice again, this time a slightly longer passage. At 7 o'clock, Tom opens his eyes. He feels sleepy, but he remembers his goal, to practice English before work. He washes his face, makes tea, and sits by the window. He listens to a 5-minute English story. He repeats a few new words and writes them down in his notebook. When he finishes, he smiles. He knows that even 10 minutes of focus is enough to grow. Now I'll ask you some simple comprehension questions. Answer aloud in English. What time does Tom wake up? Pause. What does he do first? Pause. How long does he listen to English? Pause. How does he feel at the end? Pause. These small comprehension questions help you learn how to find information quickly and respond confidently in English. Next, we'll add a grammar in context activity. Grammar should never be studied in isolation. It should be practiced through life. Let's work with the present continuous tense because mornings are full of actions happening now. Repeat after me. I'm drinking coffee. Pause. I'm reading an English sentence. Pause. I'm listening carefully. Pause. I'm improving my English skills. Pause. Now change each sentence using a different subject. She's drinking coffee. We're reading an English sentence. They're listening carefully. You're improving your English skills. See how naturally grammar flows when used in your real morning actions? You don't need to memorize. You just live it through repetition and meaning. Now let's take a moment to train your thinking in English. I'll ask open-ended questions, and you'll try to answer them out loud in English. What is your favorite thing about mornings? Pause. Do you like studying alone or with someone? Pause. What helps you stay motivated to learn English? Pause. Don't worry about grammar. Focus on expressing your thoughts clearly. The more you speak, the more fluent you become. Let's finish this section with the morning affirmations to strengthen your confidence. Repeat softly after me. I'm learning English with joy. Pause. Each morning makes me stronger. Pause. I believe in my progress. Pause. I'm proud of myself for showing up today. Pause. Smile and feel proud of this quiet effort you're making. No one else can do it for you. You are the one creating your future fluency with each calm morning. Before we close, I want you to reflect on your journey so far. Think of your first morning of English practice, and now, can you feel the change? Maybe your sentences flow faster. Maybe your confidence has grown. Maybe you've started thinking in English during the day. Those small changes are proof that you're improving. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm rings, don't press snooze. Sit up, smile, and say softly, "Good morning, I'm ready to learn." Because your English morning routine isn't just a practice, it's your daily promise to yourself. A quiet, beautiful moment where you become the version of you who speaks English confidently and naturally. When you open your eyes to a new morning, remember that each sunrise brings you one step closer to fluency. You don't have to rush. You don't have to compare. All you need is a quiet space, a curious mind, and a few moments of honest practice. That's how true progress in English begins. Slowly, naturally, beautifully. Today, let's build on your morning routine by focusing more on awareness. Awareness means noticing how English lives in your world. The sounds, the rhythm, the feeling of words on your tongue. When you speak English, you are not just learning a language, you are shaping your mindset, training your confidence, and opening doors to new experiences. Let's start gently. Take a deep breath, smile softly, and say with me, "Good morning, I'm ready to learn." Pause. "I'm calm, focused, and thankful for this new day." Pause. "My English is improving every single day." Pause. Now, let's imagine the world around you as your classroom. Every morning, everything you see, touch, or hear can become part of your English practice. For example, if you're making tea, you can describe it like this: "I'm boiling water. The steam is rising from the cup. The tea smells strong and fresh." If you're standing by the window, say, "The air feels cool. The sky looks bright. The world is waking up slowly." You see, the secret of fluency lies in describing reality. English must connect to what's real for you. When your mind starts linking words with your actual experiences, your memory grows stronger. Let's practice together. Repeat softly after me. "I hear birds singing." Pause. "I see sunlight on the floor." Pause. "I smell coffee from the kitchen." Pause. "I feel calm and ready to study." Pause. Each of these lines paints a simple picture, and painting with words is one of the most powerful ways to train your English brain. Now, let's move to a short listening practice. I'll tell you a tiny story, and afterward, you'll repeat and reflect in English. At 7:15, Sarah opens her English book. She reads one paragraph out loud. Then she closes her eyes and tries to remember one sentence. She whispers it softly and repeats it again. She smiles because each repetition feels easier than the last. She writes it down in her notebook and feels proud. Now repeat these sentences slowly with me. At 7:15, Sarah opens her English book. Pause. She reads one paragraph out loud. Pause. Then she closes her eyes and tries to remember one sentence. Pause. She whispers it softly and repeats it again. Pause. She smiles because each repetition feels easier than the last. Pause. She writes it down in her notebook and feels proud. Pause. This simple story teaches you one of the strongest learning secrets. Repetition is power. When you repeat calmly, your brain builds patterns, your tongue learns rhythm, and your confidence grows naturally. Let's try your own version now. Think of something you did this morning and tell it in simple English sentences. For example, "I woke up early. I opened my window. I listened to music. I studied English for 10 minutes. I felt happy." Now, take that same idea and repeat it in different ways. "This morning, I woke up early. After that, I opened my window. Then, I listened to music and studied English for 10 minutes. It made me happy." Repetition in different forms helps you speak more flexibly, just like native speakers do. Now, let's do a small vocabulary practice about morning routines. I'll say some common verbs you can use every morning, and we'll form sentences together. Wake up. I wake up early every day. Stretch. I stretch my arms when I get out of bed. Brush. I brush my teeth after waking up. Prepare. I prepare breakfast before I start studying. Listen. I listen to English audios while eating. Write. I write one sentence about my morning in English. Plan. I plan my day using simple English words. Now say them all together naturally. I wake up early. I stretch my arms. I brush my teeth. I prepare breakfast. I listen to English. I write one sentence. I plan my day. Feel the flow of your words. Smooth, rhythmic, and calm. Let's move into a new exercise. Emotional vocabulary practice. Many learners can describe objects easily, but struggle to describe feelings. Morning is the best time to connect with your emotions through English. Repeat slowly after me. I feel peaceful this morning. Pause. I feel motivated to learn. Pause. I feel a little sleepy, but I want to study. Pause. I feel thankful for this quiet time. Pause. I feel proud that I'm learning English step by step. Pause. Now, speak freely. Say how you feel right now in English. It might be, I feel calm, or I feel happy, or I feel focused. The key is honesty. When you express emotion in English, you create a personal bond with the language. Let's now do a mindful pronunciation warm-up. We'll focus on clarity, not speed. Repeat slowly after me. This, these, those. Pause. Think, thought, through. Pause. Morning, memory, meaning. Pause. Practice, progress, perfect. Pause. Each word helps your tongue relax and your sound become clear. You can even record yourself saying them and listen back. Notice how your pronunciation changes over time, gently improving each day. Now, let's try a mini speaking visualization exercise. Imagine you're meeting your friend in the park for a short morning walk. How would you greet them in English? You might say, "Hey, good morning. It's a nice day, isn't it?" And your friend might reply, "Yes, it's beautiful. I love mornings like this." Then you could say, "I just finished my English study. It feels great to start the day learning." Now, let's act this out together. You'll be both people. It's a fun way to practice. You. Hey, good morning. Pause. Friend. Good morning. How are you? Pause. You. I'm good, thanks. I just studied English for 15 minutes. Pause. Friend. That's great. You're so consistent. Pause. You. I'm trying to make it a daily habit. Pause. See how natural that feels? Morning. English conversations don't have to be complicated. Short exchanges like these are perfect for fluency training. Now let's switch to reading practice again. Listen carefully and then shadow my voice. Each morning is a blank page. What I write on it is up to me. I can fill it with learning, with calm, with effort. I don't need to be perfect. I only need to keep going. English grows when I give it time, when I give it love, when I believe in my progress. Repeat softly after me line by line. Each morning is a blank page. Pause. What I write on it is up to me. Pause. I can fill it with learning, with calm, with effort. Pause. I don't need to be perfect. I only need to keep going. Pause. English grows when I give it time, when I give it love, when I believe in my progress. Pause. That small piece of reflection can become your daily morning mantra, something to remind you that progress is never about speed. It's about peace, patience, and presence. Now, let's play with tense transformation for fluency. I'll say one sentence in present tense, and you'll repeat it and then change it to past tense. I wake up early. Pause. I woke up early. I study English. Pause. I studied English. I listened to music. Pause. I listened to music. I feel happy. Pause. I felt happy. Now do the same exercise in your mind with your own sentences. It's an effortless way to learn grammar without stress. Let's finish today's routine with gratitude and self-praise. Because confidence is built, not found. Repeat after me slowly. I'm proud of myself for showing up this morning. Pause. I'm thankful for the time I gave to my learning. Pause. I'm getting better every day, even if it's slow. Pause. My English is growing naturally, one word at a time. Pause. Smile for a second. You've practiced speaking, listening, reading, pronunciation, and grammar, all in one calm morning. Every word you spoke today added a new layer to your fluency. When you end your morning English study, take one last deep breath and whisper softly, I did it. I learned something today. Let that feeling of quiet satisfaction stay with you throughout the day. You've not just learned English. You've trained discipline, peace, and gratitude. And these are the true keys to lasting success in language learning. Every morning gives you a new opportunity to reset your mind, refresh your thoughts, and realign your focus toward your goals. Learning English in the morning isn't just about practicing words. It's about creating a mindset of consistency and calmness that stays with you for the rest of the day. When you start your morning with English, you tell your brain that communication, growth, and clarity are important to you. That's why even 5 or 10 minutes of practice every morning can make such a difference in your fluency journey. Let's begin this part with a short breathing and speaking exercise. Take a deep breath, close your eyes for a moment, and when you exhale, softly say, I'm ready to learn. Pause. Again, breathe in slowly. And as you breathe out, whisper, I'm calm and focused. Pause. One last time, take a gentle breath and say, my English is improving with every word I speak. Pause. Now open your eyes and let's start with a short reflection exercise. Think about your mornings. What do they usually look like? Are they quiet, busy, or a little bit rushed? In English, describe your morning right now. For example, I woke up early today. I made my bed. I prepared breakfast. I listened to English while drinking tea. I felt calm and motivated. This kind of daily reflection helps you not only practice speaking, but also become more mindful of your progress. Let's do it together. I'll guide you slowly through a few prompts, and you answer them in English in your own words. What time did you wake up today? Pause. What did you eat for breakfast? Pause. Did you practice English this morning? Pause. How do you feel right now? Pause. Each answer you give is a small piece of conversation, and those small pieces build confidence over time. Now, let's focus on real-life morning phrases that you can use in daily conversation. Repeat softly after me. I just woke up. Pause. I'm getting ready for the day. Pause. I need my morning coffee. Pause. I'm checking my schedule. Pause. I'm listening to some English audio. Pause. I'm feeling motivated today. Pause. Now say them again, but link them smoothly. I just woke up and I'm getting ready for the day. I need my morning coffee while I check my schedule. I'm listening to some English audio and I'm feeling motivated today. See how natural and conversational it sounds when sentences connect like a real story. Let's now move to a short storytelling exercise, one of the most powerful methods for fluency building. I'll tell you a simple story, and you'll repeat and retell it in your own words afterward. It's 6:30 in the morning. Emma opens her eyes and smiles. She takes a deep breath and says, "Good morning, world." She walks to the kitchen, makes some tea, and sits near the window. She opens her English notebook and reads a few sentences from yesterday. Then she closes her eyes and repeats them from memory. The sunlight touches her face as she whispers, "I'm improving every day." Now repeat line by line after me slowly. It's 6:30 in the morning. Pause. Emma opens her eyes and smiles. Pause. She takes a deep breath and says, "Good morning, world." Pause. She walks to the kitchen, makes some tea, and sits near the window. Pause. She opens her English notebook and reads a few sentences from yesterday. Pause. Then she closes her eyes and repeats them from memory. Pause. The sunlight touches her face as she whispers, "I'm improving every day." Pause. Now try to retell that short story in your own way. Imagine you are the narrator. You could say, "It's morning." Emma wakes up, smiles, and takes a deep breath. She makes tea, sits near the window, and studies English. She repeats her sentences from memory and feels proud. This exercise trains both your memory and your creative speaking ability. Now let's do a shadowing practice session with a natural conversation flow. I'll say a few connected sentences, and you'll repeat them after me with small pauses between each one. I love studying English in the morning. Pause. The world feels quiet and my mind feels clear. Pause. I can focus without distractions. Pause. Even 15 minutes of study makes me feel confident for the rest of the day. Pause. Now again, smoothly and naturally. I love studying English in the morning. The world feels quiet and my mind feels clear. I can focus without distractions. Even 15 minutes of study makes me feel confident for the rest of the day. Pause. Let's move to a gentle pronunciation stretch now. Focus on these sounds and repeat carefully. Think, through, pause, ship, sheep, shop, pause, chip, cheese, choose, pause, pea, bat, pat, pause, very, fine, pause. Each pair helps your mouth muscles get used to English sounds. Pronunciation is not about forcing an accent. It's about clarity, rhythm, and confidence. Next, let's do vocabulary expansion based on morning objects. I'll name a few things you might use or see in the morning. Repeat them with me and then describe them using a sentence. Mirror, pause. I look in the mirror every morning. Clock, pause. The clock shows 7:30. Window, pause. The window lets the sunlight in. Cup, pause. I drink tea from my favorite cup. Notebook, pause. My English notebook is on the table. Pen, pause. I write 3 new English sentences with my pen. Now let's link them into a simple paragraph together. Every morning, I look in the mirror and smile. The clock shows 7:30. Sunlight enters through the window. I make tea and drink it from my favorite cup. My English notebook and pen are waiting on the table. That's how you turn vocabulary into natural speech, by giving each word a living space in your day. Let's now focus on thinking directly in English, one of the biggest steps toward fluency. To do this, we'll practice word association. When I say one word, you say the first English word that comes to your mind. Morning, pause. Maybe you think of sun, coffee, pause. Maybe cup or smell, notebook, pause. Maybe write or learn, music, pause. Maybe relax or feel. This exercise helps your brain build fast English connections without translating from your native language. Now, let's do a gentle writing and speaking exercise called My Morning Journal. Imagine you're writing a short journal entry about your morning. Read it aloud as you write in your mind. This morning was peaceful. I woke up early and opened my window. The air was fresh and I felt calm. I made tea and listened to an English podcast. I learned two new words, focus and determination. I repeated them softly as I finished my tea. Now I feel ready for the day. Now repeat that story with your own details. Change tea to coffee or podcast to video. This personalization makes English practice meaningful and memorable. Let's add some emotional sentences. Repeat after me. I enjoy quiet mornings. Pause. I love learning when the world is silent. Pause. I feel proud when I use English naturally. Pause. I believe every morning is a chance to grow. Pause. Now say all those sentences again together, slowly, connecting them with calm rhythm. Let's move to question-answer practice to build conversation skills. I'll ask, and you'll answer in English. What time do you usually wake up? Pause. I usually wake up at 6:30. Do you listen to English in the morning? Pause. Yes, I do. I listen to podcasts or videos. What's your favorite morning drink? Pause. I like coffee with milk. Do you write in English every day? Pause. Yes, I try to write at least one paragraph. How do you feel after studying English? Pause. I feel proud and motivated. These small question-answer drills create the foundation of real conversation confidence. Now, let's slow down and move into reflective reading practice. Every morning is a chance to choose again. I can choose to grow, to learn, and to stay kind to myself. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to begin. My English doesn't need to impress anyone. It's my journey, my voice, and my time. Repeat line by line, letting the words settle gently in your heart. Every morning is a chance to choose again. Pause. I can choose to grow, to learn, and to stay kind to myself. Pause. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to begin. Pause. My English doesn't need to impress anyone. It's my journey, my voice, and my time. Pause. Before we finish this section, let's end with soft affirmations that connect to your confidence. Repeat after me slowly. I believe in my progress. Pause. I speak with calm and confidence. Pause. I learn with patience and joy. Pause. Each morning brings me closer to fluency. Pause. Now smile quietly to yourself. You've already built a powerful foundation through these small daily habits. You've spoken, listened, repeated, imagined, reflected, and practiced mindfully. And that's exactly how fluency grows. One calm, beautiful morning at a time. When the world is still quiet and the light of dawn begins to touch everything softly, That's when learning becomes something almost magical. In those early hours, when your thoughts are clear and your heart feels open, English can flow into your mind in the most natural way. You don't have to force it. You just have to allow it to happen. Morning. English learning is not about pressure, it's about peace, rhythm, and connection. Let's begin by centering your thoughts. Take a slow breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and breathe out gently through your mouth. Whisper softly, I'm here, I'm learning, I'm growing. Pause. Again, I'm here, I'm learning, I'm growing. Pause. Feel your voice vibrate quietly as you say the words. This small act trains your pronunciation and fills your morning with calm motivation. Now imagine you're sitting at a small table near a window. The light is warm and soft. You open your English notebook. You write the date at the top, slowly, carefully, clearly. Then you write one sentence about your morning. Maybe something simple like, I woke up early today and I feel good. You read it aloud once, then twice, and notice how your mouth relaxes as you speak. That's what we call gentle repetition, a way to let English settle naturally into your rhythm. Let's practice a few more short sentences together, step by step. I'm drinking tea. Pause. The air feels cool. Pause. I can hear birds outside. Pause. I feel peaceful and awake. Pause. I'm ready to learn something new. Pause. Now, let's expand these sentences into longer thoughts. Repeat softly after me. I'm drinking tea and listening to soft English music. Pause. The air feels cool and I can hear birds outside my window. Pause. I feel peaceful and awake, ready to begin my morning practice. Pause. When you start speaking in connected phrases like that, your fluency grows naturally. English is not about individual words. It's about flow, about movement, about connecting one idea to another. Now, let's do a little listening and shadowing story practice. I'll read a short morning scene slowly, and you'll repeat it after me to build rhythm and pronunciation. It's early morning. The sun is rising slowly. The city is still quiet. A young woman named Mia is sitting at her desk. She has a cup of tea, a notebook, and a pen. She writes her first sentence of the day. I'm grateful for this peaceful morning. She smiles and whispers the sentence again. The words feel simple but powerful. Now repeat line by line with me, letting your tone follow mine gently. It's early morning. Pause. The sun is rising slowly. Pause. The city is still quiet. Pause. A young woman named Mia is sitting at her desk. Pause. She has a cup of tea, a notebook, and a pen. Pause. She writes her first sentence of the day. I'm grateful for this peaceful morning. Pause. She smiles and whispers the sentence again. Pause. The words feel simple but powerful. Pause. That's what a calm morning routine can do for you. It turns small actions into deep learning moments. Now let's focus on a new layer of practice, intention setting in English. Setting your daily intention in English helps you connect your goals with your voice. Repeat softly after me. Today, I want to improve my listening. Pause. Today, I want to practice speaking clearly. Pause. Today, I want to learn 3 new words. Pause. Today, I want to feel more confident when I speak English. Pause. Say one intention out loud that truly belongs to you. Something you want to focus on today. Maybe, today I will listen carefully to every word I hear in English. Or, today I will speak without fear. This step may sound small, but it programs your mind for success the same way athletes visualize before they perform. Now let's train your pronunciation muscles with morning sound repetition. These gentle drills wake up your mouth and train your tongue to shape English sounds correctly. Follow me slowly. The thin, think, thought, pause. Sun, soft, same, pause. R, read, rise, really, pause. L, learn, love, light, pause. V, voice, very, move, pause. Now link those sounds into small, real phrases. I think I'm learning, pause. The sun is rising, pause. I really love mornings like this, pause. My voice sounds clear and soft, pause. Each phrase connects physical pronunciation with meaning. That's how you make the sound of English a part of your everyday breathing. Next, let's practice emotional expression, because emotion makes your English alive. When you speak, your tone carries feeling. Let's practice saying the same line with different emotions. Say softly, "Good morning, how are you?" with a calm tone. Pause. Now say it with joy, as if you're excited to see someone. Pause. Now say it slowly, with care and warmth. Pause. Emotion adds color to your speech. It turns words into connection. Let's take a moment to visualize your ideal English morning routine again. You wake up, stretch gently, drink water, and open your English notebook. You listen to a calm English voice guiding you. You repeat short phrases, practice pronunciation, write 1 or 2 sentences, and end with a moment of gratitude. It doesn't take hours, just quiet focus. But that focus builds strength every day. Let's turn that idea into an affirmation practice. Repeat after me. I can make English a part of my mornings. Pause. I have enough time to learn something small each day. Pause. Every repetition brings me closer to fluency. Pause. I'm creating my own path to success. Pause. Now let's do a question and answer reflection exercise. I'll ask and you'll answer aloud in English. What's your favorite time to study? Pause. I love studying in the morning. Why do you like morning study? Pause. Because it's quiet and my mind feels clear. How long do you usually study? Pause. I usually study for about 30 minutes. What do you like to do after studying? Pause. I like to review new words or listen to a story. Answering aloud helps you develop automatic responses, so your English becomes quicker and more confident. Now we'll read another gentle morning passage together to train rhythm and comprehension. Morning is a soft teacher. It doesn't rush. It whispers lessons quietly to those who listen. When I learn English in the morning, I feel calm. My thoughts are organized, and my heart feels light. Every small effort I make in the early hours becomes a seed of progress that grows throughout the day. Repeat after me, line by line, feeling the softness of each phrase. Morning is a soft teacher. Pause. It doesn't rush. Pause. It whispers lessons quietly to those who listen. Pause. When I learn English in the morning, I feel calm. Pause. My thoughts are organized and my heart feels light. Pause. Every small effort I make in the early hours becomes a seed of progress that grows throughout the day. Pause. Now think about which sentence you liked the most. and repeat it again on your own. That's how you connect emotion with meaning. Next, let's try a vocabulary reflection activity. 5 new words connected to morning motivation. Refreshing, pause. Peaceful, pause. Focused, pause. Steady, pause. Grateful, pause. Now, use each one in a sentence aloud. The morning air feels refreshing, pause. This room is peaceful, pause. I'm focused on my English practice, pause. My progress feels steady, pause. I'm grateful for this new day, pause. Notice how natural it feels when you use them with feeling, not just as words, but as part of your mood. Let's now add listening comprehension again with a short story about focus. At 6:45, David sits at his desk. He opens his notebook and writes down his plan. Listen for 10 minutes, repeat for 10 minutes, and write for 10 minutes. He starts the timer and focuses. He listens to an English story, repeats short phrases, and writes new words in his notebook. When the timer rings, he smiles. He's finished 30 minutes of pure focus. Now I'll ask questions, and you'll answer aloud in English. What time does David start studying? Pause. At 6:45? Pause. What does he write before he begins? Pause. He writes his plan. Pause. How many minutes does he study? Pause. 30 minutes. Pause. How does he feel at the end? Pause. He feels happy and proud. Pause. These small comprehension exercises train both your understanding and your spoken rhythm. Before we end this morning session, let's finish with a short gratitude reflection, something to remind you of why you started this journey. Repeat softly after me. I am grateful for my ability to learn. Pause. I'm grateful for my voice. Pause. I'm grateful for every word I've spoken today. Pause. English is becoming a part of who I am. Pause. Take a final slow breath and whisper, I'm doing my best, and that's enough for today. Let that feeling stay with you. Gentle pride, calm motivation, and quiet strength. Every morning that you study English, even for a few minutes, you plant a seed. And every time you repeat, listen, or write, that seed grows roots. Soon, without even realizing it, you'll look back and see how far you've come. English will no longer feel like something you study. It will feel like something you live. So tomorrow, when you wake up, take your notebook, your voice, and your courage, and just begin again. Because every sunrise brings another chance to become fluent, confident, and free. Each morning is a quiet invitation, an open door that whispers, begin again. That's what makes your English practice in the morning so special. It isn't about perfection, it's about renewal. Even if yesterday you didn't study, even if you made mistakes or felt slow, each sunrise gives you another chance to try again with a clear mind and gentle heart. Let's start this new morning together with stillness. Take a deep breath in, hold it softly, and breathe out slowly. Whisper, I'm present. Pause. I'm learning. Pause. I'm ready to grow. Pause. Now, before you start today's English study, take a few seconds to notice what you feel right now. Are you sleepy, calm, happy, or thoughtful? Say it softly in English. I feel peaceful, or I feel curious, or I feel a little tired but ready to learn. That honesty connects you with the language emotionally, and emotion helps memory stay stronger. Let's warm up your morning voice with a few gentle sentences. Repeat after me slowly. Good morning, world. Pause. Today I will learn something new. Pause. My English is improving every day. Pause. I'm grateful for this time to grow. Pause. Now again, all together in a calm flow. Good morning, world. Today I will learn something new. My English is improving every day. I'm grateful for this time to grow. Feel how your voice flows more naturally when you connect each sentence softly to the next. Let's move into real-life morning English situations. Imagine you are getting ready for your day. Try describing your actions aloud in English, even simple ones. For example, I'm brushing my hair. Pause. I'm tying my shoes. Pause. I'm packing my bag. Pause. I'm checking my phone for messages. Pause. Now let's combine them into a smooth paragraph. I'm brushing my hair and getting ready for the day. I'm tying my shoes and feeling fresh. I pack my bag and check my phone for messages. It's going to be a productive morning. When you describe your morning in English, you don't just learn vocabulary. You train your mind to think directly in English, which is one of the most powerful steps toward fluency. Now we'll practice a short shadowing exercise to make your speaking rhythm natural. I'll say a small passage slowly, and you repeat it after me word by word. I love quiet mornings. They help me think clearly. I like to start my day with English. When I practice early, I feel strong and focused all day long. Now, shadow my voice slowly. I love quiet mornings. Pause. They help me think clearly. Pause. I like to start my day with English. Pause. When I practice early, I feel strong and focused all day long. Pause. That kind of repetition builds not only fluency, but also confidence in how you sound. Now, let's focus on vocabulary and description. We'll use adjectives that describe your morning feelings and environment. Repeat softly after me. Bright, calm, gentle, slow, peaceful, quiet, clear. Pause. Now use them in sentences. It's a bright morning. Pause. The air feels calm. Pause. The sunlight is gentle. Pause. The world is quiet. Pause. My mind feels clear. Pause. Let's turn these lines into one continuous paragraph for natural speaking practice. It's a bright and peaceful morning. The air feels calm and the sunlight is gentle. Everything is quiet and my mind feels clear. I'm ready to learn and grow today. This kind of paragraph training teaches you how to combine simple ideas smoothly, just like native speakers do when they tell stories or describe their feelings. Now let's move to a small listening story. Listen first, imagine the scene, then repeat after me. At 7 o'clock, Lily wakes up and smiles. She stretches her arms and opens the curtains. Sunlight fills her room. She says softly, "Good morning." She makes coffee, sits at her desk, and opens her English book. She reads one page and repeats each line twice. She feels proud because she didn't skip her morning practice. Now repeat line by line after me. At 7 o'clock, Lily wakes up and smiles. Pause. She stretches her arms and opens the curtains. Pause. Sunlight fills her room. Pause. She says softly, "Good morning." Pause. She makes coffee, sits at her desk, and opens her English book. Pause. She reads one page and repeats each line twice. Pause. She feels proud because she didn't skip her morning practice. Pause. Now, let's make it your story. Replace Lily with yourself. Say, "At 7 o'clock, I wake up and smile. I stretch my arms and open the curtains. Sunlight fills my room. I make coffee and open my English notebook. I read and repeat each line twice. I feel proud because I didn't skip my practice. Personalizing a story like this helps your brain store the words in your long-term memory because they now belong to your life. Next, let's do a pronunciation stretch with the S and S sounds. These are important for clarity in English. Repeat slowly after me. See, she, pause. Sip, ship, pause. Sick, sheep, pause. Say, shape, pause. Suit, shoe, pause. Now, use those words in simple sentences. I see the morning sun, pause. She is making tea, pause. I like the shape of the clouds, pause. My shoes are by the door, pause. Each small sound you master becomes part of your fluency, like adding smooth stones to a path you're building with your own voice. Let's switch now to a morning vocabulary builder exercise. Verbs you can use every morning. Wake, stretch, breathe, prepare, eat, study, repeat, focus, relax. Now, one by one, create short sentences aloud with each word. I wake up early, pause. I stretch my body, pause. I breathe slowly, pause. I prepare breakfast, pause. I eat quietly, pause. I study English, pause. I repeat new words, pause. I focus on pronunciation, pause. I relax and enjoy the morning, pause. Now combine a few of them into a fluent paragraph. I wake up early and stretch my body. I breathe deeply and prepare breakfast. I eat quietly and then study English. I repeat new words, focus on pronunciation, and relax as I enjoy the morning. This exercise is simple, but it's powerful because it builds connection between vocabulary, grammar, and flow all at once. Now let's practice reflection, speaking about your feelings and thoughts after learning. I'll ask a few questions, and you can answer aloud. What did you learn this morning? Pause. What was easy for you? Pause. What was a little difficult? Pause. How do you feel after studying? Pause. Maybe your answers sound like this. I learned new vocabulary today. It was easy to repeat after you. Pronunciation was a little difficult, but I feel happy and proud. That's the kind of daily reflection that helps you track progress and stay motivated. Let's read a calm morning affirmation passage together now. I choose to begin each morning with peace. Don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep learning. Every mistake helps me understand more. Every repetition makes me stronger. English is becoming a part of me, my voice, my mind, my daily rhythm. Now repeat softly after me, line by line. I choose to begin each morning with peace. Pause. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep learning. Pause. Every mistake helps me understand more. Pause. Every repetition makes me stronger. Pause. English is becoming a part of me, my voice, my mind, my daily rhythm. Pause. Now smile for a moment and think about how far you've already come. You've practiced every morning, even on days when you felt tired or distracted. And that's what makes your progress real. Let's take a short story for comprehension again, about small, consistent effort. Every morning, Mark listens to one English story. At first, he doesn't understand everything. Some words sound strange, but he keeps listening every day. After a few weeks, he begins to recognize more words. After 2 months, he understands almost everything. He realizes that the secret was not talent. It was consistency. Now, I'll ask you some questions. Answer aloud in English. What does Mark do every morning? Pause. He listens to one English story. Pause. Does he understand everything at first? Pause. No, he doesn't. Pause. When does he start understanding more? Pause. After a few weeks? Pause. What is the secret to his improvement? Pause. Consistency. Pause. That story reminds us of something simple but powerful. The secret to fluency is showing up every day, even for a little while. Let's close this morning practice with gratitude and calm energy. Repeat softly after me. I'm thankful for this quiet time. Pause. I'm thankful for my progress. Pause. I'm thankful for my voice and my learning. Pause. I will carry this calm focus with me throughout the day. Pause. When you speak these words in English, you connect your learning with peace, gratitude, and presence. And that's how English becomes more than a language. It becomes part of your daily life. So take a deep breath now, smile gently, and say one last time, I'm improving every day. Pause. Because you are, and every sunrise proves it a little more. Every morning is a gentle promise, a reminder that you can begin again no matter how yesterday felt. Learning English isn't about big leaps. It's about quiet steps, repeated with love and patience. That's why your morning routine is so powerful. It gives you space to start small, to breathe, to listen, and to grow without pressure. As you wake up today, let's take one deep breath together. Inhale slowly through your nose. Feel your lungs fill with new energy, and exhale softly through your mouth. Whisper quietly, this is my time to grow. Pause. This is my moment to learn. Pause. I'm proud of my effort. Pause. Now, as you sit or stand wherever you are, look around you and describe your space in English. Use your eyes, your ears, and your feelings. You might say, the morning light is soft and golden. Pause. The air feels cool and clean. Pause. I can hear birds singing in the distance. Pause. My desk is ready with my notebook and pen. Pause. By describing your surroundings aloud, you train your brain to think and respond instantly in English. You start seeing English not as a school subject, but as part of your real life. Now, let's move into a short speaking flow together. A few sentences that you can use every morning to start your study with confidence. Repeat softly after me. I'm ready to practice English today. Pause. I'm focused and calm. Pause. I believe in my progress. Pause. Each word I speak makes me stronger. Pause. I'm becoming fluent step by step. Pause. Say them again as one calm paragraph. I'm ready to practice English today. I'm focused and calm. I believe in my progress. Each word I speak makes me stronger. I'm becoming fluent step by step. Now imagine this. You've just finished your morning practice, and you're about to start your day. You feel a quiet sense of accomplishment. You smile to yourself and whisper, I did something good for me. That small feeling of pride is what will keep you going tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. Let's take a little journey through a story that shows how simple consistency can change everything. Every morning, Anna spends 20 minutes practicing English. She listens to short stories, repeats them aloud, and writes one sentence about what she learned. At first, it feels slow, but she keeps going. Weeks pass, and her voice becomes clearer. Her pronunciation improves. She understands conversations more easily. One morning, she joins a video call at work and speaks in English without fear. She smiles after the meeting and realizes something. Those 20 minutes every morning built her confidence one sunrise at a time. Now repeat after me, line by line. Every morning, Anna spends 20 minutes practicing English. Pause. She listens to short stories, repeats them aloud, and writes one sentence about what she learned. Pause. At first, it feels slow, but she keeps going. Pause. Weeks pass and her voice becomes clearer. Pause. Her pronunciation improves. Pause. She understands conversations more easily. Pause. One morning, she joins a video call at work and speaks in English without fear. Pause. She smiles after the meeting and realizes something. Those 20 minutes every morning built her confidence one sunrise at a time. Pause. This story shows that growth often feels invisible until one day you realize you're doing things you couldn't do before. Now let's practice self-reflection again. Gentle questions to guide your English thinking. What is something you can do this morning that your past self couldn't? Pause. How do you feel when you speak English now compared to a few weeks ago? Pause. What are you most proud of in your learning journey? Pause. Answer aloud in English, even if your sentences are simple. The power lies in your voice, not in the length of your answers. Let's refresh your pronunciation with calm morning sounds. Repeat softly after me. Peace, practice, progress, patience, pause, learn, listen, love, live, pause. Bright, brave, better, becoming, pause. Now say them all together in a smooth, quiet rhythm. Peace, practice, progress, and patience help me learn, listen, love, and live better every day. Next, let's build confidence with short, real-life phrases you can use any morning in conversation. Repeat after me. Good morning. How's your day starting? Pause. I woke up early and studied some English. Pause. That's great. You sound more fluent every day. Pause. Thank you. I'm trying to keep my morning routine. Pause. Now let's act it out smoothly together. You. Good morning. How's your day starting? Friend. It's going well. I just made coffee. You. I woke up early and studied some English. Friend. That's great. You sound more fluent every day. You. Thank you. I'm trying to keep my morning routine. Speaking through imagined dialogue makes your English active. It becomes real communication, not just silent practice. Let's move into a soft reflection passage, one you can listen to or repeat anytime your motivation feels low. Sometimes I don't feel like studying. Sometimes I feel tired or distracted. But I remind myself, even a few minutes matter. Every small step builds strength. Every morning I practice, I'm choosing growth over comfort. I may not be fluent yet, but I'm on my way. And that's enough for now. Now repeat softly, sentence by sentence. Sometimes I don't feel like studying. Pause. Sometimes I feel tired or distracted. Pause. But I remind myself, even a few minutes matter. Pause. Every small step builds strength. Pause. Every morning I practice, I'm choosing growth over comfort. Pause. I may not be fluent yet, but I'm on my way, and that's enough for now. Pause. Those words are your reminder. English fluency doesn't appear suddenly. It grows through quiet moments of commitment. Now let's do a short guided journaling practice. Imagine you're writing in your English notebook right now. Start your entry like this. Today, I studied English in the morning. I practiced speaking and listening. I learned a few new words and used them in sentences. I felt focused and peaceful. I'm proud that I didn't skip my practice. You can write or say your version aloud. Every line you create adds another layer to your confidence. Now, let's add gentle affirmations to strengthen your mindset. Repeat slowly after me. I am patient with my progress. Pause. I trust the process of learning. Pause. My English is improving naturally. Pause. I don't compare myself to others. Pause. I'm grateful for every word I learn. Pause. These sentences are not just for your mind, they're for your voice. Say them as you would talk to your best friend. That kindness in your tone will teach your voice how to sound calm and confident in English. Now, let's imagine the perfect end to your morning routine. You close your notebook. You take one last sip of your tea or coffee. You look out the window, feeling calm and proud. You whisper quietly, I did it. I showed up today. And in that moment, you realize it was never just about learning English. It was about learning dedication, focus, and peace of mind. Let's practice one final speaking exercise for your daily morning routine, a reflection of everything you've built so far. Repeat softly after me. I wake up early to take care of my future. Pause. I study English with love and patience. Pause. I listen carefully, I speak clearly, and I learn deeply. Pause. My morning routine gives me strength. Pause. I believe in myself and I'm proud of who I'm becoming. Pause. Now, combine all those thoughts into one final smooth paragraph for shadowing practice. I wake up early to take care of my future. I study English with love and patience. I listen carefully, I speak clearly, and I learn deeply. My morning routine gives me strength. I believe in myself, and I'm proud of who I'm becoming. Take a moment to let those words sink in. Because that's the real message of this journey. Not perfection, not speed, but steady, calm, human progress. Now let's take one last deep breath together. Inhale slowly and exhale softly. Whisper, I'm grateful for this morning. Pause. I'm grateful for this voice inside me that wants to grow. Pause. I'm grateful for this language that connects me with the world. Pause. Learning English is more than words and grammar. It's the sound of your courage, your persistence, your calm determination. Every morning you show up, you train not only your voice, but also your discipline, your patience, and your belief in yourself. And if there's one thing I want you to remember from this long journey, it's this. You don't need to do everything at once. Just a little every morning with focus and kindness will lead you exactly where you want to be. So as this practice comes to an end, take a quiet moment to thank yourself. Whisper softly, thank you for learning today. Pause. Thank you for not giving up. Pause. Thank you for believing in your dream. Pause. And remember, tomorrow morning, when the first light enters your room, your English journey begins again. Fresh, alive, full of possibility. You don't need motivation to show up. You just need to begin. One sentence at a time. One breath at a time. One beautiful morning at a time. Smile now. Take a deep breath and say your final morning words. I'm proud of my progress. I'm becoming fluent. I'm ready for a new day. Because you truly are. And this morning study routine is your quiet, steady path to fluency. One that begins every sunrise with your voice, your heart, and your courage to keep going.